And oh, we wish Merry Christmas. Everybody's having fun. Look to the madness now. It's only just begun. Kachanga, my friends. Kachanga. It is I, Rev. And I ain't no vicar. Welcome. As I said last week, it won't be a show. It won't be a show. It won't be a show. A show. Show. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I forgot I picked up my costume. Oh. There you go. I look Christmassy. Look. Oh, look. I'm not getting horny, obviously. No. Welcome to the show from myself and the lady.
Ross, hello.
Welcome to the show. As I said last week, there won't be a show on Saturday. I'm doing it today instead, and it's a Christmas special. Matron, it is indeed. It's indeed. So before we start to get into the show, whoa. Before we start the show, I'd like to start the way I always start. If you like my video and you like to hear what I have to say, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Just go down below, hit that subscribe. And when you want to know when the videos come out, ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring a dong. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Yeah, ring that bell. Ring the bell. So before we get into the did you know time of this video, we are going to I want to go into the year that's passed. Now, it's not been the best of all years, has it? 2020 has not been the record breaker of brilliant years. When you look at it from another point of view, at the start of this year, we've come from where we are, where we were, where we are now, and I don't think the year's been that bad, to be quite honest. It's not been as bad as what it could have been. We're now in a place where we are more comfortable. We're now in a place where we're financially better off. So yes, for us, the year has been a lot better. Now, obviously, going into politics, I don't normally do. You know that things could be better. Whoa! Things could be better, but no, you see, we could have been a lot worse off. So, on that note, we'll get into the did you know. Now, first, this is a Christmas. Did you know? Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on December the 25th as religious and cultural celebration among billions and billions of people around the world. A feast central to the Christian liturgical year, it is preceded by the season of Advent and Nativity. Fasting indicates or initiates the seasons of Christmas time, which historically in the West last 12 days, as in the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, my true decade to me. I'm not going to go into that tuning. I've done that already. Madness of this hat. Honestly, this hat's mad. It really is. Christmas tide includes a octave. Christmas Day is a public holiday in many of the world's nations. It's celebrated religiously by the majority of Christians, as well as culturally by non-Christians, and forms an integral part of the holiday season around it. But did you know the word Christmas means Mass of Christ, later shortened to Christ Mass. Even shorter form, Xmas, first used in Europe in the 1500s, is derived from the Greek alphabet which X is the first letter of Christ's name, Christos. That's Christos. Therefore, Christmas. You see, that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. Did you know? Chances are you do know this. Did you know Christ was not actually born on the 25th of December? The date was chosen to coincide with the pagan Roman celebrations, honouring Saturnus, harvest god, and Mithras, ancient god of light. A form of sun worship. These celebrations come on or just after the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. To announce winter is not forever, life continues, an invitation to stay in good spirit. Blah. Just to let you know, Roz at the moment is the other side of this room going, 2 seconds, what's up?
Oh.
All this. She wanted salt.
That was the TV.
She's just getting the salt.
I'll give you salt in a minute.
Salt.
Salt.
Yeah. Did you know? In ancient pagan times, the last day of winter in the northern hemisphere was celebrated as the night that the great mother goddess gave birth to the baby sun god. It's called Yule. The day a huge log is added to a bonfire, around which everyone would dance and sing to awaken the sun from the long winter sleep. Now, I know you did know that. I know you knew that. But did you know? The first day of winter in the northern hemisphere occurs between the 20th and 22nd of December. The Roman celebrated Saturnia between the 17th and the 24th of December. That's why they put Christmas on 25th. Oh, my antlers driving you nuts yet? No. Whoa. Did you know? In the year 2740, in the year 274 AD, solstice fell on the 25th of December. Roman Emperor Aurelian proclaimed the date as Natalis Solis Invicti, the festus of the birth of the invincible sun. In 320 AD, Julius I specified the 25th of December as the official date of the birth of Jesus Christ, but we know it's not. This is official, but not generally observed. So, did you know? In 325 AD, Constantine the Great, first Christian Roman emperor, introduced Christmas as an immovable feast on the 25th of December. He also introduced Sunday as a holy day in a new 7-day week and introduced movable feast Easter in 354 AD. Bishop Liberus of Rome officially ordered his members to celebrate the birth of Jesus on the 25th of December. See, that's who done it, you see. That's who done it. But did you know? In England, where I come from, Oliver Cromwell and Christmas festivities between 1649 and 1660, so-called Blue Laws, believing that Christmas should be a solemn day. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? 1834, Britain's Queen Victoria brought her German husband, Prince Albert, into Windsor Castle, introducing the tradition of the Christmas tree and carols that were held in Europe to the British Empire. Did you know? A week before Christmas in 1834, Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol, in which he wrote that Scrooge required Cratchit to work and that the US Congress met on Christmas Day. It was so popular that neither the churches nor the government could not ignore the importance of Christmas celebrations. Did you know? In 1836, Alabama became the first state in the US to declare Christmas a legal holiday. In 1837, T.H. Harvey's The Book of Christmas also became a bestseller. In 1860, American illustrator Thomas Nast borrowed from the European stories about St. Nicholas, the patron saint of children, to create Father Christmas. In 1907, Oklahoma became the last US state to declare Christmas a legal holiday. Year by year, countries all over the world started to recognize Christmas as a day for celebrating the birth of Jesus. Now, did you know? Did you know? Today, many of the pagan uses are reflected in Christmas. Jesus was born in March, yet his birth is celebrated in December 25th. I was born in March, so that means my birthday should be celebrated in December. Woohoo! 2 times a year. Christmas celebrations end the 12th day of Christmas, January the 6th. Same amount of days that return of the sun was celebrated by ancient and Roman pagans. It thus is no surprise that Christian Puritans or even conservative Christians often are upset that Christmas is not religious as it was meant to be, forgetting that Christmas was not celebrated at all until fairly recently. Did you know 25th December is celebrated as the birthday of Jesus Christ? The Bible does not mention Christmas, and early Christians did not observe the birthday of Christ, Christmas, as we know it, until widely popular until the 19th century. Now, I know you know that because I've sort of said that already. Did you know the concept of peace and joy over the Christmas season originates from the pagan belief in the magical powers of mistletoe? Your enemies meeting under a mistletoe had to call truce until the following day. I did not know that. That's something I didn't know. Did you know? In Finland and Sweden, an old tradition prevails where the 12 days of Christmas are declared to be a time of civil peace by law. It used to be that the person committing crimes during that time would be liable to more stiff sentence than normal. Ross, did you know?
Did I know?
First Christmas card, which went on sale in 1843, did not feature an image of Santa. But did you know? In 1860, illustrator Thomas Nast introduced Santa Claus in the fashion we now know him today, a happy belly, white-bearded fella in a bright red suit, like Mr. Bobby. I think I'm getting some nuts in a minute. Peanuts. Always room for peanuts. And Snoopy and Woodstock. Yeah. I don't want them. Not yet. Now, do you know? Did you know? This he chose his life, didn't it? Really? Really?
I was trying to pick that.
Really? What you haven't seen is my partner's Christmas present just going over the floor.
Huh?
The love of my life. My queen. Halfway through a show, making as much noise as possible. Did you know? Did you know? Wood engravers introduced prints with religious themes in the European Middle Ages. The first commercial Christmas and New Year's card was designed in London, England in 1843. Well, it's not really London, Japan, is it? Did you know? Did you know John Walcott Horsley, a British narrative painter and a Royal Academician, that word there, designed the first Christmas and New Year's card at the suggestion and request of his friend Sir Henry Cole, who was the first director of the Victorian and Albert Museum. Horsley designed the first Christmas card in 1840, but it only went to sell in 1843 when 1,000 cards were offered for 1 cent each. Did you know? Did you know that John Horsley, a British narrative painter and Royal Academician, designed the first Christmas card and New Year's card at suggestion and request of Henry Cole? Yes, you do know that. Clyde just told you that. He was the first director of the Victorian and Albert Museum, but you didn't know that. Horsley designed the first Christmas card in 1840. We went and sell, blah, blah, blah. See, I've just told you that. I just told you that. That's the same. That's exactly the same. Did you know? I'm going to have to speak to my investigator. He just told me. Did you know the first Christmas cards were printed in 1843 by lithography by Jobbins of Warwick Court, Holborn, London, and hand-coloured by an artist named Mason. A Mason. Dip, dip, dip. They were lithographed on stiff cardboard, greeting a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you. It also states that it was published in Somers's House Treasury Office, 12 Old Bond Street, London. Did you know that? Did you know, in the American Civil War, Abraham Lincoln, I cannot tell a lie, requested a political cartoonist, Thomas Nash, to illustrate Santa Christmas with Union troops to bolster their spirits. Nash was the first to introduce a Father Christmas in the now traditional red suit and big leather belt. It's his fault that people who are up have been always picked to pay for Christmas. Did you know the first greeting card produced in the US was by German lithographer Louis Bing, who emigrated to New York? Emigrated to New York.
No, he's not.
No, not yet. No, we'll be later on. Bang set up a workshop in Boston, Massachusetts in 1860 and began to produce the first colour card with scenes and printed tales for Christmas and New Year. Did you know today greeting cards is a multi-billion-dollar industry supplying cards just for any occasion? So there you go. That is the Christmas Did You Know special.
It's like you mad, don't you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. These aren't uncles, antlers. Aunties, antlers. Just madness. So I hope your Christmas has gone splendidly, and I thank you for spending the time with me. Watch me go through my madness. Ooh, yes, matron. So on that note, if you've enjoyed this short but sweet video, this is 20 minutes today, not half an hour. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up. Just there on my screen. Just there. Yes, just there on my screen. Just there. Look. If you haven't done so already, just subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. And when you want to know when these videos are coming out, all you're going to do is ring my bell. I ring my bell. Ding dong. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And on that note, I say farewell. Until next time, bye-bye.